Hey, welcome to the third episode of Billionaire's Life. I'm David, and in this video, I will talk about the top 10 most expensive houses in the world. Before moving further, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell icon so that you do not miss my upcoming videos. Referencing the word home brings out a sense of comfort and modesty for most of us. It's not the size that is important as much as the solace and security we feel inside this spot called home. Indeed, for those who are recorded as the richest on earth, there's something else entirely to a home than just modesty and utility. To these, who ace the list of Forbes' top billionaires and most expensive houses in the world, a house is where they can spend the majority of their fortune, unimaginable luxuries, and flaunt their wealth. For instance, if you take a quick visit inside Donald Trump's home, you'll find almost everything in gold. Additionally, Bill Gates' home, where he has screens that display any desired painting, photo, or artwork that cost $150,000. Best house in the world? Perhaps. We will find out. It seems like we people are attached to limits. We either live in really small houses or we go big and fancy. These billionaire homes are design articulations conceived out of excess and vanity. Their lavish and eliteness inspires ordinary people towards wealth, as well as giving freedom to experimentation with probably the most costly and uncommon technological innovations. So let's get on to another Billionaire's Life video. Number 10. 1819 Kensington Palace Gardens, London. One of the most costly roads on earth, Kensington Palace Gardens is home to eminence, oligarchs, tycoons, and ambassadors. With an average house cost at over £33 million, this billionaire row definitely deserves a closer look. The house at 1819 has a serious history. Development of the two semi-detached villas started in 1845. Their Italian Palazzo style getting an exciting welcome from the commissioners. Areas of the dividers were assembled utilizing excess stone from the new Palace of Westminster, and work was finished in April 1847. The first residents were the lease owner, Thomas Gristle, who moved into number 19 with his wife and 9 workers. A general merchant, John Leach, moved into number 18 with his group of 7 and 8 workers. In 1912, Lionel the Rothschild became one of the property's most prominent proprietors, moving into number 18 and finishing considerable remodels, including the establishment of winter gardens and an electric lift. All the more as of late, the houses have moved into private hands after numbers 18 and 19 served for a long time as the Egyptian and Russian government offices. Property engineer David Khalili purchased and joined the two properties during the 1990s, burning through £20 million to combine the two into one palatial home. He likewise added a pool and floors and columns in marble from a similar quarry as the stone used to fabricate the Taj Mahal. In 2001, Formula One supervisor Bernie Ecclestone purchased the house for £50 million. However, his then wife, Slavika, allegedly disliked the building and refused to live there. Indian steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal moved forward and purchased the 55,000 square foot chateau for simply over £57 million, a far lower offer than Ecclestone's original asking price of £85 million. The property became known as the Taj Mahal and is thought to have trebled in esteem since its purchase. Mittal proceeded to purchase house number 9A in the city for a record £117 million, just as another property close by for £70 million. These were purportedly for his child and girl separately. Number 9. Xanadu 2.0, Medina, Washington. The 66,000 square feet mansion is situated in a Medina suburb of Washington, standing tall over Lake Washington in Medina. It was designed by Bolin, Zawinski Jackson, and Cutler Anderson Architects, who also planned one for Steve Jobs. The house cost Bill Gates more than $63 million to finish, which isn't very much for one of the richest individuals on the planet. Today, its assessed worth is around $131 million. Its development took 7 years before completion in 1995. The mansion is just a showstopper in class, with highlights that leave visitors in wonder. Bill Gates himself named the house as the coolest house of all time. By considering it the coolest, he could mean its provisions, or that the house is kept uncommonly cool by its regular environmental factors. The house is called Xanadu 2.0, a name derived from Charles Foster Kane's anecdotal home from Citizen Kane. One of the country's greatest homes, Bill Dore's house highlights 7 rooms, 24 restrooms, and 6 kitchens. Out of the 24 washrooms, 10 are full showers that are above and beyond for some visitors. The mansion also includes a sauna and steam room with isolated storage spaces, highlighting a huge reception hall that can have 200 visitors. It has a 2,300 square foot lobby with a sitting limit of 150 individuals and, if standing, can have 200 visitors. For a definitive supper and mixed drinks parties, the lobby includes a 6-foot wide limestone chimney on one divider and a 22-foot wide video screen on another. Number 8. 7. The Pinnacle Big Sky, Montana. This one is situated in Big Sky, Montana, with a worth of $195 million. It is the biggest property of Yellowstone Club, a private golf and ski local area. This home has 123 rooms and possesses 57,000 square feet. The proprietor of this spot is Tim Blixseth, who is a prime supporter of Yellowstone Club, land engineer, and wood nobleman. The property is outfitted with a warmed ground surface framework, an exercise centre, 10 rooms, a spa region, pools, a few chimneys, and that's just the beginning. Definitely intended to be a skier's heaven. The 10-room chateau has warming on each and every floor to ensure that the house is in every case warm and comfortable, and even the garage is warmed. Each room has an individual washroom and chimney, and the retreat likewise has a wine basement, a rec centre, and open air and indoor pools for visitors that have the delight of remaining there can partake in any season. Number 7. Palazzo Diamore, Beverly Hills, California. This significant property costs an astounding $200 million available today. This is up there among the costly houses on the planet. This property is roughly 53,000 square feet, which tell its worth all alone. Widely acclaimed entrepreneur Jeff Green is the owner of this property in California. This house has a 27-car garage, 12 rooms including various quantities of a visitor house, ballroom in this Mediterranean-style mansion, 23 restrooms, various tennis courts, theatres, and a cascade. Indeed, you heard that right, a cascade. Beverly Hills is near all other well-funded areas including Bel Air, Los Angeles, Palm Beach, and more. Number 6. Allison Estate, Woodside, California. Allison's estate is owned by Larry Ellison, one among the main 10 most wealthiest men on the earth and the founder of Oracle Corporation. It is in Woodside, California, and is based on 23 acres of land. It took the manufacturer 9 years of work to complete this mansion, and at an expected worth of more than $200 million, it is one of the most costly homes on the planet. Ellison's estate has 10 buildings, spa, cascades, tennis court, 2 carpets, a man-made lake, bathhouse, a tea house, a koi lake, and a pony ranch. The architects have paid extraordinary onus on the development, and the estate can withstand a 7.0 magnitude earthquake without any problem. The outside includes a garden with vegetation and trees of Japanese interest. Number 5. 4 Fairfield Pond, Sagaponic, New York. The owner of 4 Fairfield Pond is Ira Rennert, the extremely rich person who has given the name to the manor. It was built during the 1990s, and at an expected $250 million is one of the most costly homes on the planet. 4 Fairfield Pond is a private house and is situated at Sagaponic, New York, confronting the Atlantic Ocean. The extravagant house is the greatest involved compound in the United States and is based on a space of 63 acres of land. The house incorporates 29 rooms, 39 washrooms, 3 pools, 2 tennis courts, 1 b-ball court, 2 squash courts, a bowling alley, and 91-feet lounge area. Number 4. Villa Les Cedres, French Riviera. At an expected price tag of $410 million, the house, Villa Les Cedres, is one of the most costly homes on the planet. It is based on the cost of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, France, in the year 1830. The villa is named after the cedar trees that you can see on the way prompting the door. This is one of the ideal spots and offers grand perspectives on the Alps and the Mediterranean Sea. Villa Les Cedres is based on a space of 35 acres of land and includes 14 rooms for an 18,000 square feet region. The estate additionally has a huge swimming pool, light fixture lit assembly hall, a stable that can hold 30 ponies, and a library with 3,000 books on naturalism and vegetation. A nursery encompasses the house and has a huge lake of Amazonian lily pads. Number 3. Villa Leopolda, Côte d'Azur, France. Villa Leopolda was built in 1902 and was the home of King Leopold II, subsequently the name. It is the third most costly with a price tag of $750 million. The home is at Alpes Maritimes situated on the French Riviera. In the year 1987, Villa Leopolda was purchased by Edmond Safra, a Lebanese investor, and as of now, it is claimed by his widow Lily Safra. At one time, it served as a hospital during World War I and has additionally been included in a few movies like To Catch a Thief and The Red Shoes. The mansion is based on 18 acres of land and incorporates 19 rooms completely furnished with chimney, cinema, helipad, courts for playing sports, open-air kitchen, nursery, pools, bowling alley, and formal gardens. Number 2. This home sits in the second of the most costly houses in the whole world to date. Situated in Mumbai, this property is a tall building complex in the middle of the city. You most certainly must be a very rich person to possess this house, as this property costs exactly $1 billion. This property is possessed by India's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, the administrator and head of Reliance Industries Limited. And this most decadent home was personally built for him. This property is a 400,000 square foot, 27 metre tall structure with modern science equipment in its building architectural framing to withstand the Richter scale 8 earthquake. In fact, this property is private, so it's the main house on Earth owned by a single individual. Number 1. Buckingham Palace, London, UK. Buckingham Palace was built in the year 1703 for the Duke of Buckingham and is at Westminster, United Kingdom. It is the home of the Queen of England and also serves as her administrative headquarters. The palace has been esteemed at $2 billion and is the most expensive home on the planet. The castle has verifiable importance and is considered as the tourism spot also because people from all over the world come to see it. There are 775 rooms in the 828,821 square foot Buckingham Palace, which includes 52 guest rooms for royals, 78 washrooms, 19 staterooms, 92 offices, and 188 staff rooms. It includes 40 acres of gardens, pool, and doctor's surgery. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video interesting, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. Plus, you want to suggest a topic for the next video? Feel free to tell us. See you in the next video, and until then, stay tuned to Billionaire's Life.